Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this tutorial video all about getting comfortable with waves.
Whether on the river or in the sea, waves are a great feature to get to grips with. Not only can they be used to position you where you want to be, but the realm of wave freestyle is so much fun, whether you're a blunt master or simply soul surfing. Thanks to all the people who suggested wave moves as the next tutorial topic. We will get to that, but for this week, the focus is just on familiarity and movement on a wave. Before we get started, one vital note: you do not need a huge wave to do this stuff. In fact, a smaller, slower wave, like the one I'm using here, is the perfect, non-consequential environment to refine these skills. First things first, terminology. Unlike in river running, where river left and river right denote the sides of the river looking downstream, when surfing, surfer's left and surfer's right denote the sides of the river or wave facing upstream. As to the anatomy of the wave itself, we will use the word face to describe the green water entering from upstream, and pile to refer to the section of white water where the wave recirculates. The highest point on the pile will be referred to as the top of the pile, while the lowest point of the face is called the trough. Any diagonal edges on the wave where the water breaks and turns white are called shoulders. Now let's talk movement. When on a wave, in most modern planing hold boats, your boat will want to accelerate from the top of the pile down the face and into the trough. So, unsurprisingly, the most low effort, stable position to be in is front surfing in the trough. As long as you maintain a neutral position here, and the angle of curvature on the face is less acute than your boat's rocker, you could theoretically stay here forever. The soul surfer's dream. The key is to keep the body neutral, but with the core and knees engaged. Keeping a blade in or under the pile in a stern rudder will help to maintain this front surfing position. But if you want to get comfy using the wave for movement, or work up to throwing some tricks, you need to start moving around. The most basic motion on a wave, which you might find happens accidentally in longer, edgier boats, is lateral motion, i.e. moving across the face from left to right or vice versa. This is all about angles. Just like ferry gliding on a river, whichever way the hull of your boat is pointing is the way the river or wave face will try to take us. The steeper the angle, the more cross-river momentum you have. Moving the boat laterally like this is quite simple, especially if you already have your blade in that active stern rudder. Ensuring you keep just enough edge on to prevent the boat from flipping, but not so much that the hull wants to turn downstream. We'll get to that in a future tutorial. Angle the boat to one side or other. Keep applying that stern rudder on the opposite side of the boat to where you are going. And when you want to come back, simply pry that rudder away from you until the nose of the kayak passes through a front surf to face in the other direction. If you imagine straight upstream to be 12 o'clock on a clock face, then somewhere between 10 to 11 going left and 1 to 2 going right is a good angle to shoot for. The other kind of movement is up or downstream motion, i.e. moving from the trough to the top of the pile and vice versa. Again, this is relatively simple as it builds on the skills we've already used. Using that same side-to-side motion but utilising the shoulders of the wave is the easiest way. Angle your boat so that you surf across onto the shoulder. This will begin to push you downstream, i.e. up to the top of the pile. Once here, use that snappy pry stroke to switch direction and get off the shoulder again. You may need a couple of powerful forward strokes to seal the deal and prevent you from flushing. But once you have these two skills nailed, you will be able to take advantage of the full three-dimensional space of the wave. Tune in next time when we'll be thinking about side surfing and spins.
Thank you for watching this tutorial video. I hope you found it enjoyable and informative. If you've been following any of my content and enjoying it, I'd like to encourage you to subscribe. It makes a big difference for me, and it means that more people get to see and benefit from this content. And as always, leave a comment down below of something that you want to see a tutorial on, or something that you'd like to see a video made about. Thanks very much. I'm gonna go hit this.